Grace Kelly, born on 12th November 1929 in United States of America, died on 14th September 1982 in Monaco. Grace Kelly said, "My father had a very simple way on life. He said, you don't get anything for nothing. Everything has to be earned through work, persistence, and honesty." Grace Patricia Kelly, also known as Grace of Monaco, was an American film actress who, after starring in several significant films in the early to mid 1950s, became Princess of Monaco by marrying Prince Rainer III in April 1956. Grace Kelly said, "My father had a very simple way on life. You don't get anything for nothing. You don't get anything for nothing." Yes. Unless you put something, you get it. And you have that something which God has already given you. And when you put that into practice, put it into the thought, put it into the flowing, you also get something in the sense you enjoy. Think of somebody every time lifting you up. I heard that in a five-star hotel, a big car comes and stops, and everybody rushes up to the car, and then the door is opened, and a huge big man was lifted and put into the wheelchair or into the moving thing, and then taken inside. And this person went and asked, "Why? What happened to him? Is he sick or something?" No. He's not sick. He's very rich. Very rich means if you have been lifted and made you sit and feed into the mouth and give you bath, only thing you will enjoy when you use your body. There is another kind of a beautiful art. Your art, not you pay for another art. You get involved in your art. That art is your intelligence, your jnana. When you put things into practice, what God has given, you do not have to invest anything. Already you have that. That has to be just put into practice. It's called karma yoga. Keep doing work without expecting results, because when God has given you this body, He was not expecting anything. When you do not work, then what happens? God cannot help you. The nature cannot help you. Then your easiness, your happiness is dislocated, called dis-ease. You become diseased. Then you depend every day on an external medicine to push your body. Just keep the medicine aside, and then you get involved. There is a beauty. You left the land, you left the beautiful nature, and you rushed up to the industrial city, the poisonous city, to help the political mainstream, the dictators, the brutal dictators, to suppress you, to make you a nobody. And you are enjoying on the nobody, and you are still screaming at the top of the voice that you, as if you know everything. You had your freedom. You allowed them to cut you down. Before coming to Bangalore city, I was having a monkey with me. And I used to take the monkey from one village to another village. And one day when I reached one village, I was so tired. I was sleeping with the monkey. Suddenly I heard a voice coming from the neighborhood. "Freedom, freedom, freedom." I got up. I looked. The voice is coming from the campus. I jumped the wall and walked towards the building. It is a huge, beautiful building. I reached near the building. Then I could hear the sound coming more powerfully. "Freedom, freedom, freedom." Then I thought somebody is asking freedom. Throughout my life, I have been fighting to give somebody freedom through my lectures, or through my activities, through my demonstrations, whatever it is. Oh, let me feed them. I reached very nearby. When I reached near to the building, I saw this person is sitting in a golden cage, beautiful golden cage. And I went near, it was still screaming more powerfully, freedom, freedom, freedom. I went near to that golden cage. I opened the cage. And when I opened the cage, it was clinging onto the cage and screaming, freedom, freedom, freedom. I thought maybe it doesn't know how to come out. I put my hand right inside, grabbed it with power, pulled out that parrot, that person who called freedom, and said, go fly for your freedom. That's your world. I was so happy. I came back and I was sleeping. I heard again one more cry, freedom, freedom, freedom. I was so happy. God has given me one more chance, one more person freedom. What a world. I wanted, before my death, I want to give one person freedom. I jumped the wall, rushed up to the place. I saw in the golden cage the same parrot sitting inside and still screaming, freedom, freedom, freedom. People in the city are like that. They forgot to enjoy. They get everything across the table through the slaved money, poisonous money. And they think they know everything. You know everything. No, it's not your fault. You've been forced. Now come out of that forced slavery. You don't get anything for nothing. Yes. Everything has to be earned through work. Through work, everything has to be earned through work. Work is not that you force somebody to work and you say, no, you don't work. You made enough money. Now you sit and enjoy watching the TV, making you more poisonous. Now you do not have to work. You are retired. Now you sit and chit-chat. No. It's only create more danger, more danger, more poison, poisonous mind. And you spend money in bringing more devils into your body in the name of hospitals and medicines and psychologists, psychiatrists, astrologers, Swamijis like us and all those things. Everything has to be earned through work, persistence and honesty, persistence, continuity and every time you see it is growing. Every day without a break. God has given the righteousness such a beautiful body. It doesn't even take a break. If you walk, it cleanses of its own and creates more energy. Persistence is very important. And in that persistence, you don't have to worry about honesty, whether are you truthful or a liar? No. That question never comes because honesty is a part of your persistence and your hard labor through karma yoga. Kelly retired from acting at the age of 26 to marry Rainier and began her duties as Princess of Monaco. It is well known that Hitchcock was hoping she would appear in more of his films which required an icy blonde lead actress, but he was unable to coax her out of retirement. Kelly and Rainier had 3 children, Princess Caroline, Prince Albert and Princess Stephanie. Kelly retained a link to America by a dual US and Monaco citizenship. Princess Grace died at Monaco Hospital on September 14, 1982, succumbing to injuries sustained in a car crash the previous day. At the time of death, she was 52. 26 married, 52. She died. She is listed 13 among the American Film Institute 25 greatest female stars of classical Hollywood cinema. Grace Kelly moved to Monaco, and then she was a fighter for the women's liberation. And he said, it's nothing. Women has got more power than anybody else in the whole world. Don't worry about anybody else. You are not competing with anybody else. When you put into practice, the whole world is behind you. And that's what she's been. She lived even at the age of 50. It was so beautiful to the last. Beautiful in the sense I'm not looking the sexual beauty. The beauty of her power to control the Monaco prince and then holding on to that to continue. My father had a very simple way on life. You don't get anything for nothing. So make sure that should be yours, not buying and eating and thinking that you have cooked it. Cook of your own. That variety of your cooking. Exercise of your own and see every part of the body move. Not in the gymnast, not in the karate class, not in yoga, but in your land, climbing the tree, jumping down from the tree, jumping into the pond, working in the land using the pickaxe. And oh wow! And then talking to the birds and playing with the birds and feeding the birds. scent, the sunlight, water. Everything has to be earned through work, not for somebody's, through your work, through your land work, through your joint family's work to create the family tree. That is what grayscale is. Everything has to be earned through work. Persistence comes automatically, and honesty. This is my 179th short discourse.